In this video, I'll be talking about managing your virtual instruments and my own experience using Akai's VIP software and Native Instruments Komplete Control software. I've been using virtual instruments for many years, starting with instruments bundled with Cakewalk sonar and a few cracked versions of other instruments. I finally invested in Native Instruments Komplete 8 back in 2012, which was a total game changer. All of a sudden, I had access to thousands of sounds that were very usable, user-friendly, and comprehensive. A few years later, I upgraded to Komplete 10 and got some extras like Abbey Road's 60s drums, which has become a mainstay in my productions, beautiful pianos like the Gentleman, still my go-to piano plugin, and truly inventive synths like Rounds. In 2017, I got a new MIDI controller keyboard, the Akai Advanced 61. The keyboard came with the amazing VIP software, which came with tag maps for all of your plugins, including everything in Komplete 10. It also shipped with cool plugins such as Vacuum Pro, a great vintage polysynth, Hybrid, and Loom, among others. VIP was amazing because the tags allowed me to search through all the presets I had by instrument type, timbre, style, and articulation. It was super easy to drill down and find a patch to use, whether it came from Massive, Absynth, Vacuum Pro, or Hybrid. VIP also kept track of how many presets were in your results list and how many were attached to every tag. VIP would then load the plugin as needed. Very neat and an easy-to-use interface with tons of information. Macro knobs were automatically mapped to make tweaks to the presets too. VIP played an integral role in finding presets for my progressive electropop EP, Asymmetry. You could also stack up to 8 patches from the same or different plugins into a single patch, although I never used this feature. In 2020, I was impressed by the collection of new sounds in Komplete 13, like Noir, Una Corda, Massive X, and Super 8. I went looking on Akai's website and forums for updated VIP maps for Komplete 13 patches. There was nothing. According to other users on the VIP Facebook group, Akai hadn't updated any maps in a few years, and many VIP users opted instead to use Native Instruments Komplete Control software to manage and search their presets. Of course, I already had Komplete Control, but I never used it, as VIP served my needs perfectly well. My first try with Komplete Control left me frustrated, as I quickly realized it only shows Native Instruments or NKS-compatible plugins. On top of this, most patches I had didn't give me preview sounds, a much-touted feature of Komplete Control. I only recently found out that you have to download and install the Previews module in Native Access to get previews for any Native Instruments plugins released before October 1st, 2017. All the newer plugins already include preview sounds. But the closed ecosystem of Native Instruments meant I would also need to use VIP to search my non-NKS plugins. In addition, some of the best things about VIP were lacking in Komplete Control, like the exhaustive tagging, the quantity of presets in the results and tags, and even a preview of which plugin is being used for each preset in your results list. On the whole, VIP was much more feature-rich. One crucial difference to me is that user presets in VIP are searchable the same way as manufacturer presets, and you can tag them using the same tagging system. In Komplete Control, user presets have their own index, so they won't be included when you're searching through manufacturer presets. This is kind of disappointing for Komplete Control. But then I did the math. According to NI, I had about 12,000 presets in Komplete 10. I also owned Kinetic Metal and Fairlight, so that's another 550 presets. NI said there were about 36,000 presets in Komplete 13, so upgrading to Komplete 13 would give me 24,150 new presets. Compared to VIP, which does show the number of presets in every plugin right inside VIP, I had 6,889 non-NI presets and a total of 15,496 presets. There was no comparison. I had to port over to using Komplete Control if I upgraded to Komplete 13. The thought of manually tagging 24,000 presets to use them in VIP was simply not tenable. Still, it bugged me that Akai hadn't updated their maps for new plugins in a few years. The company has always claimed that VIP supports most plugins, and this may have been the case when VIP was first released, but the additional 24,000 presets I'll be getting in Komplete 13 won't be. Now onto Komplete Control. First impression, it's way simpler than VIP. Tags change dynamically, which is pretty cool, but it doesn't seem as exhaustive as VIP. It's kind of weird how I have a single instrument under piano/keys and all the others under piano/keys, but I can't edit the tags either. To be fair, the outlier is an NKS instrument not made by Native Instruments, but hey, if you're gonna set a standard, you should make sure that other companies follow it. Or better yet, let me edit the tags as I see fit. The setup with controller knobs is pretty seamless and cool, but I had this with VIP as well. The best thing about Komplete Control is the preview sounds. Just scrolling through the results, you get a C major chord or a beat for each preset before you formally load it. This is invaluable, but I also wish it showed which plugin is being used for each preset the way VIP does. Komplete Control also defaults to its initial view every time you load it. I wish it would save the latest view, but worst of all, the window is not even scalable or able to go full screen. That's just weird and silly. You can get a bigger view by selecting Additional View, but again, Komplete Control doesn't save this between sessions. But given that I just upgraded to Komplete 13, using their software is a natural choice. I do really appreciate the ease of use, the previews, and the control knobs. I also picked up an A61 keyboard, so the fit is really tight. My final thought about this is that Akai seemed to miss the ball here, in that they didn't keep up to date with developing new maps. But I get it. If they put in the work to tag everything themselves, it's not really sustainable in the long run. It's just too much work as new plugins and expansions come onto the market. Native Instruments seems to have the right approach here with their NKS standard, putting the onus on the individual software developers to tag their own products and work within Komplete Control. It does seem like Akai is making a pitch at this approach too, but they don't list their software partners on their website, at least not yet. It turns out they are asking for beta testers for a new version of VIP, but again, I'm not holding my breath. If they're looking to other developers to support VIP by providing tags and compatibility for their plugins, there's no way Native Instruments will sign up, as they would much rather I use Komplete Control. My other final thought here is that I'm becoming better at knowing each plugin and what they're good at, and the different ways the synthesizers work, like is it subtractive, additive, wavetable-based, or FM, which I understand in theory, but working with FM is still a mystery to me. But as I know these things more, the more I'm able to pick the right plugin for whatever I'm doing and either make a patch from scratch or modify a preset to suit my needs. In other words, I don't always rely on a tagging system to find a preset. But still, it's nice to have the choice and to have a well-made system to do that if you need it. Thanks for watching, and please comment below about how you manage your thousands of presets.